Hi, everyone. This is a message to my students. I teach in the Faculty of Social Work at the University of Toronto. And in my class are wonderful Masters of Social Work students, public health students, law students, and students in adult education. And so many of these people are on the very, very front lines of the COVID-19 crisis right now. And as we're finishing our term and many of you are graduating, I wanted to take a few minutes to both say thank you and to offer a bit of a framework that I use to help me through some of these very challenging times. When we're thinking about what's going on in the world with COVID-19 and what you are being asked to do, I also want you to take a moment to think about your own well-being and your own self-care. And the way that I think about it is really in kind of three major buckets. Thinking about the acceptance, thinking about resilience, and thinking about purpose. And this framework I got from someone named Nick Evans, who's been doing a lot of work on how to think through times of transition and crisis. And I just wanted to take a minute and share with you. So when it comes to acceptance, that's the big scary thing that we can't do anything about. And right now that's a virus, and I am sending all the love and light I can to the virologists and the immunologists and the people right now who are trying to crack this code and make it better. But for you and I, and so many of us in the world, we can't actually change the crisis. So we have to look at it. It's very difficult to look at head on, particularly if you're thinking about how this is going to affect older people and their families. So acceptance, the thing that you can't change, which in this case is the COVID-19 virus and the implications that are happening as a result of that virus. Which moves us on to resilience, which is where I kind of want to spend a bit more of our time. And when we think about resilience, I want us to think about it in three ways: physical resilience, mental resilience, and emotional resilience. So with physical resilience, how are you going to replace your daily routine? The coffee shop that you go to, the run that you would ordinarily go for with friends. How are you going to be in your physical space and have new routines when you are probably at home or in a very limited environment at a workplace, often at the very front lines? So think about how you are going to map out each of those areas that you usually do in your daily routine, and on a piece of paper, substitute those out. So, okay, I'm not going to my local coffee shop every morning to get my coffee where I enjoy that, but I will actually have it at the same kind of time in the morning, and I'm going to give myself 10 minutes to just have my coffee, maybe look at fun things, read a novel. I'm going to exchange that physical experience of the external coffee shop with an internal experience. I can't go for a run with friends, but maybe what I do is I go running, alone in a socially isolated way, or on a machine if you have one at home, and you are actually tracking that either while you're on the phone with those people and you're running, or maybe you are able to connect with them and compare how that run is going. So in every way, say, make a list of the things that are demarcators in your days and your routines, your physical routines, and put an exchange for that. What will you do each day? Mental. Start a new thing. We know that if you're stimulating your brain in a new way, it actually has a chemical reaction. It's creating new neural pathways, and it makes you a bit more interesting to be in the environment. So I have taken up some new hobbies that I never thought that I was ever going to have time to do. I swear I'm going to learn to knit this time. I've never been able to do it. So take up a new thing. See as well whether in terms of mental, you can try to still your mind at certain points in the day. And if you have kind of passing negative thoughts, or you find that you're really spending time going over the same kind of worries, create a worry window. So get a piece of paper or do it on your tablet or your phone. And when you have a worry or an anxiety pass through, write it down. And then give yourself 15 minutes a day, maybe in the morning or maybe in the evening, to go through those worries and actually think about them, address them, take an extra step if you have to, maybe by reaching out to somebody. But use that kind of worry window as a way to acknowledge those negative thoughts, put them someplace, and then give yourself that permission and time to return back to them. Emotional resilience. One of the best things I think you can do is if you can reach out to somebody new every day. So if you have that friend on social media that you really enjoy seeing their posts, but you mostly don't connect with, send them a message. If you have that friend from back home that you, again, care about, but maybe you haven't been in contact with, give them a text or call them up. Try to make sure that every day you reach out to one person that you would not ordinarily reach out to. It's amazingly helpful, while always keeping a list of kind of the same people that you're monitoring on a regular basis. So again, start with acceptance, the hard thing. Look at resilience. Think about physical, mental, and emotional resilience and make plans for those. And the last thing I want to talk to you about is purpose. All of the research talks about people who live purposeful lives are better physically, better emotionally, better socially. So nothing that you are doing right now may feel like you're actually able to make a difference. And that negative self-talk about nothing I can do makes a difference, particularly if I'm not an immunologist or a virologist, that you have to kind of put to the side. Do something every day that makes you feel like you are contributing to something bigger than yourself. Whether that is retweeting some information, whether that is volunteering for a particular role that you can do, whether you can use your skill sets in social work or in law or in any other area to help combine information or reach out and to support people. Some of you will be able to do this outside your homes. Some of you will only be able to do it inside your home. Even if it's actually just specifically sending off compliments, make sure that part of what you're doing every day feels like you're actively contributing to the betterment of society. I just wanted to let you know that I've been so proud to be with you. I am inspired by you. I know that as you go out into the world, you're taking the skill sets that we've developed together and the skill sets that you've accumulated in so many other parts of your studies in your life, and you are going to be agents of positive change in this very difficult time. And it's been such an honor to be your professor. Thank you.